Shalom, family, and welcome once again to Just a Word. Well. Time has advanced itself, and the more things change, the more they remain the same. From 2019, we have been warning people about the mark of the beast. We have been warning people about a worldwide conspiracy of nations, a conspiracy in which the private sector is married with the governments to sell out the people of this world, to take the mark of the beast and to receive the number of his name. And when the injection came out in 2019, 2020, we were warning people and telling people that this is the MOTB, the mark of the beast. And people were mocking us and ridiculing us. Are you scientists? I trust the doctors. I trust the scientists over you. Who are you? You're just some religious nut. And how can this be the mark of the beast when we're still buying and selling? And back at that time, we told them that you can still buy and sell at that time, but nothing happens in a day. It is said in the Bible that the mark of the beast is a deception. And so, being a deception, it will not come out plainly as we would have wished. And so, yesterday, I saw something in the Gleaner in the Jamaican paper, and that was the announcement of what the Jamaican government calls the electronic EIR, something registry. And that registry, to register the vaccination status, a digital registry. And it is perfectly in keeping what we have been telling people. We told people from back then that the digital system would be married and that the mark of the beast will one day be married to our digital status, in which one day we will not be able to buy and sell without it. Now, let me just continue in what I am speaking about so you can see. In the Jamaica Gleaner, it was yesterday, which was the 17th of December, 2025. Jamaica's push towards a fully digitized healthcare system received a major boost with the handover of US 1.3 million worth of equipment to support the country's electronic immunization registry, EIR. The EIR is a digital system designed to track all vaccine doses administered to individuals, and it replaces traditional paper records with a more efficient and reliable method of data collection and storage. So, what is this? First of all, if you look, US 1.3, that is 13. 13 is the number of rebellion and lawlessness. That is why we are getting this, because of our rebellion, our disobedience, and our lawlessness, which is what the 13 represents. Now, the EIR, a digital system to track all vaccine doses. What is going to happen, people, is that they are going to marry the digital ID with the vaccine. The digital ID that they are coming with sounds so nice. Oh, it will be able to combine your driver's license, your passport, everything in one and everything. That's how the devil works. He comes with everything nice and rosy. And then right behind it, we have the hidden weapon. And the hidden weapon is that when we get that digital ID and they plug us into the system, we are now going to be fully controlled and monitored by them. We are going to be bossed around and told, you cannot do that, you cannot do that. And if you do certain things, then they will be able to lock down your monetary system. The difference with cash and digital ID, cash cannot be controlled. You can spend your money whenever and wherever, but just try to use a credit card and have it declined. And then you see how hard it is. You have to go to the bank and they have to this. If they do not approve it, you have nothing to spend. You will go to the shop and they say it's declined. You have to turn around if you don't have another card. It's the same thing. They're going to monitor and control it, that if you do not conform with their system, they are going to lock you off. And one of the things that they want us to do is to get that injection into our bodies. When we get the injection into our bodies, they are now able to control us because the injection contains a device. The mRNA injection contains a device. In addition to being able to alter your DNA, which is what they want us to do, because it's all about the blood and the life is in the blood, and it's about the children of Yasharal, and it's about messing with the blood so that we can have no connection with our Father. But apart from that, they want a device to be in us, and that device, the technological advancement of this mRNA injection is beyond our conception. But back in the days when we were doing the research on DARPA, etc., we saw the technologies that they have that is not readily available and unknown in this world. So it is a technological device that will allow them to communicate with us to be able to extract information from us. And they have an advanced technology called brain machine interface technology, in which they can actually electronically get our thoughts and our intents. And you see them doing this, for example, they're already doing it with their digital devices. When you think about something, talk about something, and you right away you see the advertisement on Facebook. Where did they get that from? It is technology that is beyond what we can understand. And putting that device in us will now let them be able to monitor us. So the EIR is a monitoring device for the injection to see who gets the injection, to make sure you get the injection, and whatever they want to put in you, they will force you to put in it, because when they put in that digital number, it will show your injection status, and it will say you did not get your XYZ injection. You have to get it, or else you are going to lock your account. All right? All of this is the mark of the beast. This is the beast system we are talking about. So let's look a little at the article on the Gleaner. It says, Jamaica's push towards a fully digitized healthcare system received a major boost with the handover of US. Well, we read that already. The donation was done as part of a partnership involving the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the Pan American Health Organization, United Nations Children's Fund, and the Government of Canada. You see, it's a big conspiracy. United Nations is the Psalms 83 conspiracy, which we are going to read further on. The conspiracy of nations to ensure that Yasharal is no more in remembrance. The real reason for all of this, people, is control of the world. The end times is the gathering back of the people, the nation of Yasharal, our nation. The nations are preparing for this. With this mark of the beast, all this beast system is to prepare for them to keep control, because it is in the Bible that the Most High is going to rise up his people, and then he is going to give them control over the nations. The nations preempting this, thinking that they can preempt this, are setting up their ironclad system to ensure that they not only destroy our people, but they also ensure that they have a system in place that cannot be defeated even by the Most High. So they think. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Thurston received the equipment during a ceremony at the St. Anne Department in St. Anne and on December 11th. He said we're in a pilot stage, which includes 2 private entities. Remember, we said at the beginning, it is a collaboration between the private sector and the government. This is the ultimate. There are no checks and balances. The government is in bed with the private sector. Normally in governments, the government is separate from the private sector, and the private sector has to look to the government for everything. No, they are one. There is no one to help you except the Most High. That's significant because it's not just about the public health system, it's about all the systems around immunization. We want one set of data that represents the entire society to do several things. He stated to do several things. United Nations wants it for their ultimate control. This is going to happen in every single nation in the world. One consistency in every nation in the world, you are going to need a digital ID and you are going to need a injection. That's the beast system. According to the minister, having one integrated system for immunization data across the country will allow health authorities to clearly identify gaps, monitor communities or institutions with low response rates, and plan targeted interventions. What is that saying? Those are pretty words to say you are going to be forced to take these things. And if you don't take it, we are going to intervene. Tufton indicated that the timing of the initiative was also crucial, especially in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. They are riding on the back of the hurricane, which is why many people believe that this hurricane was actually coming from man. He pointed out that the Category 5 system resulted in the loss of important documents for both patients and healthcare workers. And so moving towards a digital system reduces the vulnerability to damage from natural disasters. Is this why? When the Prime Minister was asked, what is the greatest impact on your nation? The Prime Minister's response was, the greatest impact, the first of the biggest casualties was our hospitals. I think about 3 hospitals were hit, 3 to 4. And he says the hospitals were a priority. Is this why he's saying it? Because they want an excuse to say, oh, the records were damaged, so we need digital ID. Now, bear in mind that this system that they're talking about, they were planning this a long time ago. And now all of a sudden, the hurricane has impacted it. Anyway, that's that with their lies and their tricks. So the World Health Organization now, that wicked organization out of the United Nations, that the world believes has their best interest at heart. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked people, and there are wicked people who are leading the World Health Organization. Everything in this world, when it comes to private sector, the rich people in this world, and the governments, it is now targeted towards setting up the Revelation 13 beast system. Everything. So the World Health Organization that you believe cares about your health, let's see what it says about them. The World Health Organization, digital ID. The World Health Organization is advancing a global digital health certification network. So what you see in Jamaica, it's a United Nations thing. That's where the beast is coming out of. United Nations. All nations in the world united together to achieve this new world order, one world government, beast system. This system builds upon the European Union Digital COVID Certificate framework. What is this framework? The framework was for what? A digital passport. I remember back in the days when people used to tell me, or used to question, when used to say, oh, but it can't be the mark of the beast because... And I told them then that they are going to set up a digital passport in the end where the digital ID is going to be married to the vaccine and you won't be able to buy or sell without it. Here it is. Here it is. This system builds upon the European Union Digital COVID Certificate framework and aims to digitize the International Certificate of Vaccination or prophylaxis, ICVP. They always use fancy names to deceive you. Yeah? Commonly known as the yellow card, in alignment with updated international health regulations. The GDHCN is not a centralized global digital ID system, but rather a network that allows member states to validate health certificates issued by other countries with personal data remaining under the exclusive control of national governments. That is why every government is issuing their digital ID. And every government is going to monitor the vaccination status. And then it's going to be a network of nations. They are going to use a quantum computer, and it's going to pull the data. And you see how smart they are? smart, but they cannot be too smart for Yahuwah's people. They are going to use a quantum computer to pull the data from all over. So if it was now that it will one world digital ID, people would say, no, man, this is a new world order, man. This is a one world thing. How can I give my identification to another place? But what do? They make you entrust your country. So your country is not going to do anything evil. Your country has always given you IDs. They have always given you passport, digital ID, social security number, whatever. So it is nothing now if they give you this. If it was the United Nations that was giving you, then you would reject it. But what they do, they have a computer that just pulls the data. It's so simple. It's so simple. That's how the internet works. People all over the world are able to just come together in one. How do you think you come together on Facebook? It's a network. So it's very simple. They just pull all the data into their central computer from every country in the world, and they have everything there. These people think they are smart. The WHO and the European Union launched a collaboration in October 2025 to expand digitized health systems in sub-Saharan Africa. Where do these people always go first? Africa, the Caribbean. Why do you think they are coming to Jamaica so quickly? They know where the children of Yasharal are. Sub-Saharan Africa, that's where our people are who remained in the land. So they strive to pollute the people in the land. Their aim, they are targeting the children of Yasharal, and you do not know it. You think people are just people. And they give you a religion that says it does not matter who you are, we are all now spiritual Israelites. That is to hide the children of Yasharal. We're going to look at the Psalms 83 conspiracy, which is what it is. So with this conspiracy, we are deceived into thinking that these people care for us. So they start at sub-Saharan Africa to say, hey, we care about you. We don't want you to get any sickness. Hey, do not be deceived, people. Expand digitized health systems in sub-Saharan Africa, including the adoption of the GDACN, supported by 8 million grant. So they give away money. What does the Bible say? Take no gifts, for the gifts blind the mind of the wise and perverts the justice. I'm paraphrasing. Perverts justice, and it blinds the mind and the eyes of the wise. So all of a sudden, your wisdom is gone. So that is why now you are there, focused on this world, focused on their world, focused on the candy that they're dangling before you. Your mind is blind. You cannot have wisdom. That's how it works. Yeah? This initiative aims to improve pandemic preparedness, reduce fraud in health documentation, garbage, foolishness, and enhance global health security through interoperable, privacy-protected digital systems. In other words, they are going to make sure that if you are not injected, they know that you're not injected. You cannot come with any paper to say you're not injected. While some reports have described a proposed global digital identity infrastructure that tracks individual injection status from birth and integrates data such as household income, ethnicity, and religion, these claims are not supported by the official World Health Organization documentation. How can it support it when it's against it? It is telling you what the World Health Organization is doing, so how can the WHO accept it? And people are so much sheeple. That's when they see something like this, they say, yes, it's not supported by who? It's a conspiracy theory. Yeah? And so we end up being deceived. So what this thing is doing, now let me just speak about this before, let me just speak about the Psalms 83 conspiracy. This is what it is. We are at the end of the age, as I told you, where the nations are going to be brought down and his people are going to be brought up. The Psalms 83 conspiracy. This is United Nations right here. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O I am. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O I am. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. This is it. Crafty counsel. This is such a trick and such a deception. And it's against his people. It's against his hidden ones, those who people do not know, those who themselves do not even know that they are the chosen ones of the Most High. Crafty, crafty. They're coming and telling you, oh, we care for you. Oh, we don't want to see you sick. Oh, we want to protect the people of this world. When the whole intent is to put that device in us. Look how many lies they told us, 2020 onwards, about this sickness, about this injection. Look how many lies have been unearthed over the years. Yeah? And we were telling people the lies and people still went to take it. Today, we are going to be telling you this in this video, and you are still going to bow to the system, or are you? Think about this very carefully. Verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharal may be no more in remembrance. This is it. This is what all of this injection, mark of the beast, digital ID is for. World control. Controlling the world by letting the children of Yasharal be ignorant of themselves, not knowing their father, not knowing what they need to do so that they can return and rule the world. For they have consulted together with one consent, United Nations. They are confederate against thee. So they have consulted together with one consent. This is United Nations Agenda 2030. All of them, the whole nations have come together and have agreed and planned on how they are going to deceive the people of the Most High. And there it gives a list, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Agarines. These are the nations of the world. And the United Nations began with the tabernacles of Edom, the European nations. All of them started it along with a few Arab countries, the Ishmaelites. These are the people who are fooling us in this world. All right? Let's go. Assur also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb, yea, all their princes as Zeba and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of I am in possession. This is what they want to do. They want to take our power. They want to take us in possession. That's why they have this mark of the beast. The Bible is clear. Oh my, I am. Make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahuwah. Let them be confounded and troubled forever, yea, let them be put to shame and perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is I am, who I am, art the Most High over all the earth. This is telling you people they are not going to succeed. This is the conspiracy of nations, the Psalms 83 conspiracy that says, let them be cut off from being a nation, that their name may be no more in remembrance, seeking to take our houses into possession. But what are we talking about with this digital ID? Biblically, it is the Revelation 13 mark of the beast and the number of his name. So let's look at the mark of the beast, the number of his name, and the image of the beast from Revelation 13 and explain to you how it is being undertaken. People, we are doing this for your sake, for you to open up your eyes and to run and to wake up and understand what the wicked are doing to you under the guise that they care for you, under the guise that they're doing the best for your quote unquote country. But we are at the end of the age when the Most High is going to destroy all of these nations. You have to wake up and come out of her. Revelation 13:14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth. There we start it off with a deception. The mark of the beast is not going to be something that highlights with a big banner that says, Mark of the beast. It is going to be a deception. So it's speaking about the beast here, the second beast. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. This image of the beast is artificial intelligence. Image here means likeness, the likeness of the beast. So this AI will be speaking what the beast wants it to speak. AI is the tool of deception of the leaders of this earth. AI is going to tell people what to do, tell people what not to do, deceive people, trick people, because they are going to come with a whole lot of accurate information. That's how Satan does his thing. He comes with accuracy and then he throws in the deception. That's how he always works. So how many times have you heard people put up videos with AI and AI is revealing some deep, deep truths? And he's like, wow, they're telling us, they're going to tell you a whole lot of truth, but then they're going to bam and throw in a lie. That is what's going to destroy you. So AI is the image to the beast. Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. So this is the life of the image of the beast now. That the image of the beast should both speak. AI now is speaking. We have Gemini, we have Siri, we have Cortana. These are the image of the beast speaking. Chat GPT. And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So the beast is going to cause everything. This has not happened as yet. And people say, oh, but people are not being killed. People is a deception. It's a progressive deception. When they come with the number of his name, the digital ID, and the mark of the beast, they are going to come and make it voluntary. Then they are going to tighten it because they know when they get everybody in their trap. Come into my trap, said the spider to the fly. When they set up their trap, the spider just sits by as if he's invisible, can't move, and just wait until the fly gets trapped, then he moves. That's what they're going to do. They're going to come and make it seem as if it's nice and voluntary. Then they're going to put up things to let you know that, hey, if you don't take this thing, prison, death. From years, we've been hearing about their FEMA camps, the camps that they have set up. And we have heard about how many coffins they have been in the United States. They have seen them tens of thousands of coffins that they are stacking. Yeah? It's going to come a point in time when the system is rolled out that they are going to kill people who do not partake in this system. That is the worship of the image of the beast. And verse 16, and he causeth all. Notice he doesn't force you. He causes you. And how are they going to cause you? You won't be able to buy or sell. In the COVID, when it was time for the injection, how did they force people? How did they get people to take it? They caused you. They had the pastors that were telling you, the preachers, go and take it. They had the government ministers, oh, you need to take it. You had the healthcare workers, oh, we took it, so you take it. Everybody coerced you, causing you to take it. Then there were some who telling you, well, some workplaces, boy, for you to work with us, you have to take this. Yeah, you cannot work with us and not take it. And many people had to leave their jobs back then. He caused it all. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. That means everybody, no discrimination as to who you are. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And the right hand there speaks of authority, and the foreheads there are a little debate as to the forehead. Some people even believe that the forehead is that swab that people took. Some people also believe that it is it speaks spiritually of giving consent, but we speak of what we know. We're not going to tell you that it's anything definitive, but we know that the right hand there, right hand in the scripture, means your hand of authority. That was why in the time of the injection, if you were left-handed, you took it in the right, and in the right hand, you took it in the left. Something like that. It had to do with the hand, the major hand that you used. All right? It was attached to your major hand of power. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the mark of the beast is that mark which comes from the word charagma, which means to scratch with a pointed object. All right? To scratch or make a mark or an incision with a pointed object. That's what the name mark there means. And that's what they did with a needle. Or the name of the beast. The name there in scripture refers to authority, or the authority of the beast. Because those people, like Mr. Gates, they will not take any number. They will not take any mark because they have the authority of the beast. So they will be able to buy and sell because they have the name of the beast, which is the authority of the beast, or the number of his name. The number of his name, number refers to a definitive number, and name refers to authority. So a definitive number of his authority, that is the digital ID, which is the number of their authority that they give us. So we're going to have these three, or one of these three, in order to partake of their system. And then it says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And this 666 refers to Chi stigma, the Greek Chi stigma, which actually translates to Christ on a cross. The number of a man on a cross, and the man on a cross points to the beast, and that beast, this Revelation 13, second beast, is the Catholic Church. And it is a Catholic Church that is the secret behind this. It's the Bible that tells us this. And that is why the Pope was encouraging people to take that mark during the COVID time. So the digital ID now is the number of his name. The number of his name is necessary because computer systems work with numbers, and they work with numbers as ID numbers to get you into their system. When you get into their system, when you get the number of his name, wherever you go to do buying and selling or whatever, you will have to give them that number. That number plugs them into the system, and in that system they have every single thing that must be known about you. Everything. They now own you because you have surrendered and given up your authority to them, especially when you take that vax, because you are going to end up eventually having to take it, because when you take that number, they are going to say, and they pull up that thing, they're going to say, no, you missed your such and such vax. You need to get it. And they are going to make all different type of shots, mRNA. Flu shot is going to be mRNA. They're going to have cancer shots, everything. They're going to have shots for everything to make sure that they pump you full of their mRNA juice. Now, the Jamaica Digital ID. Let's look at it. It says Jamaica has launched its National Identity System, NIDS, a digital national ID initiative designed to provide a secure, unified identity verification system for all citizens and persons ordinarily resident in the country. You see, oh, it sounds so nice. The rollout began in November 2024 with the distribution of NIDS card to an initial group of 300 individuals, marking the start of a phased nationwide implementation. The system is built on a robust legal and technological foundation, including the National Identity and Registration Act and the Data Protection Act, which came into effect on December 21st, 2023, ensuring data privacy and security. Here's the trick. The NIDS card functions as Jamaica's official digital ID, incorporating advanced biometric features such as fingerprints and facial recognition for secure identity verification. They're going to know everything about you. It is designed to be the most secure electronic national ID in the country with physical security features. Ah, boy. The card is linked to a unique, lifelong national identity number, NIN, which is identical to the existing tax registration number, TRN, eliminating the need for a new number. Initially, they said that they would give a new number, and everybody was grumbling and complaining, what about the TRN? Why a new number? This is how they're going to get people. Because they're going to say, no, it's your existing TRN. It's your existing TRN. But guess what? Same number, different purpose. This number is now a sellout to the Beast system. The TRN was used for the Jamaican system for use in Jamaica. This is now a sellout to the Beast system, New World Order system. So your TRN, and then people know, I see Jamaica. Everybody, when it comes to do business, and they say, oh, you need your TRN. Everybody went and got TRN, including myself. Now what's going to happen? What is going to happen? Hey, everybody's going to go and get this card. It is so sad, but we have to tell you what it is about. The government has established 24 NIDS enrollment centers across Jamaica, with initial contracts signed for 8 and plans to expand to include 15 more, ensuring accessibility even in rural areas through mobile units. Man, they're going to go full 100. Enrollment is voluntary, but includes the collection of personal information and biometric data with special accommodations for persons with disabilities, such as the inclusion of the international access sign on the card. International access sign. What is that? International access sign is to get you in line with everybody. It's on other people, but it's a trick that is coming from the country. You see how slick they are? Hey. Oh boy. The system is expected to streamline access to essential services. Essential. You see it? So without it, you cannot access essential services. You're going to be out. Including voter registration, healthcare. And they told us from the beginning, they said, if you do not have the NIDS card, NIDS number, you cannot go to the hospital. Well, they're going to kill us. They're going to kill us. What are we going to do? All those people on pensions, those old people, gone. Those people who, through the years, those poor people who depended on the government welfare system, what they call it, the path. All of those people, gone. Because they can't do without the money. A wicked system, Satan has us. Social services, financial transactions, bank. Without the number, no bank. And pension verification through a proof of life application. We dead. How are we going to escape this? Only those people who turn to the Most High with all their heart, willing to suffer. So all those people in religion who are not willing to suffer, and their religion tells them about money, 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 money. Christianity, Dead. Dead. Man. The rollout has been supported by a 1.3 billion national identification for economic growth project funded by the Jamaican government and the IADB. The government is also developing the Jamaica Data Exchange Platform to integrate and validate data across government services, including tax, driver's license, and national ID system. You can't escape. Every single, like a net. Hear this? Hear this, people? Additionally, Jamaica has strengthened its cybersecurity posture with a national cybersecurity framework and cyber incident response plan. That means if you even try to breach it, they're on you. And hear what? And has launched a national artificial intelligence task force to guide future digital development. This is the image of the beast. They have launched a task force to guide the development of this image of the beast. People were telling you that's Revelation 13. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has emphasized that the needs marks Jamaica's transition into a digital society, beast system, in other words, stating that the card surpasses existing documents like passports and driver's license in security and functionality. The government continues to work on public awareness campaigns to build trust and encourage adoption. To build trust because they know that this is a deception. Particularly in a context where public wariness around digital identity systems has been noted. The project is scheduled to run until February 2026, with full operationalization expected in the coming months. So we are not far away. Very, very soon. What did the song say? Soon and very soon, we are going to meet the king. Soon and very soon, digital ID is coming. The mark of the beast system is going to be rolled out. What are you going to do? What is your response? Remember when we were speaking about the injection, how many people ridiculed us and mocked us and didn't listen to us? And then after years, we hear people coming out telling us, oh, the injection had this and that, pollutants had this and that in it. The injection caused heart this, the injection caused this. We have a new sickness now called die suddenly. That came from that injection period. Yeah? People dying. People getting sick. People just in their houses and just died suddenly. You didn't listen to us then. Are you going to listen to us now? Because you cannot by yourself escape this. It is only the people of the Most High that are going to escape it. Because you cannot by yourself do without the system. But we can do without the system by ourselves. Why? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Find the secret place of the Most High. That's what you need to do. And he told us, he said, gather yourselves together. Yea, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. And he told us, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and you receive not of her plagues. He gave us instructions. And so in obeying those instructions, that is how we overcome this wicked system. So we say to you, even though we know it won't make much of a difference, but we have to say it, come out of her, my people. What are you going to do? This is Revelation 13. And in Revelation 14, I didn't even speak of what it says will happen. Let's go to Revelation 14, think about verse 8, 9. We are in the time of the fall of Babylon, by the way. Yeah? We are in the time of the fall of Babylon. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, and you worship the beast, by the way, by accepting that the beast can help you by looking to the beast rather for help. If you turn to the beast for help, believing that this beast will help you, you are damned. So this beast now, when you take that number or you take that mark, you bow to their system, you worship the beast, okay? If any man worship the beast and his image, artificial intelligence, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, injection, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Oluwa, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the set apart angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up for ever and ever, and they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. These are who will overcome. Here are they that keep the commandments of I am, and the emunah, or the faith of Yahusha. This is where you have to turn to. The time of repentance is near. The time of repentance is at hand. What are you going to do? Are you going to bow to the beast and his image? Are you going to worship the beast? Are you going to receive the number of his name, his digital ID, his injection? Are you going to do that? That is the question. If you have questions, you can ask. I will do my best to help you. But until then, think on these things. Think on these things. Shalom.